A high-rise building in Bangkok has collapsed, leaving multiple trapped under the rubble. Officials who have exclusively spoken to NDTV state that they have located at least 5 to 6 bodies as of now, but no vital signs have been detected today. Rescue teams are working through the clock to retrieve these bodies as they race against time in the ongoing operations. Meanwhile, in neighboring Myanmar, the death toll has exceeded 2,700. But of course, due to military junta's control on information in the country, the true scale of devastation still remains unknown. But we are tracking this closely. In fact, my colleague Vivek has been on ground ever since Friday evening, getting us the latest update vigorously since the past 4 days. Vishal, what's the latest on the ground? The crucial 72-hour window has passed. What are you picking up?
So the latest is that the death toll will be updated in any moment. 5 to 6 bodies have probably been spotted at the top of the rubble. I would request my camera person Rohit Vishwakarma to top at the top of the rubble. That is where the authorities have been at it for the last 1 hour or so. They have told the media that they have located at least 5 to 6 bodies near that area. They have yet to pull out any bodies, but they have said that there are 5 to 6 bodies somewhere near the top of the rubble. Yesterday, they had told me that there might be someone alive in the same area, but sadly, that's not the case anymore. They have not picked up any vital signs since last evening, actually. It's been almost 24 hours since they picked up any vital signs. So that paints a really grim picture and a sad picture, but that is what the reality is at the moment. And also the fact that ever since they have stopped picking up these vital signs, they have speeded up this process of removing the debris. So the size of the overall debris, which looked like a 4 to 5 story building itself, has now been reduced to almost like a 3-story building. So the size of the rubble has reduced, or the overall size, but the search for victims or the bodies continues because it was such a huge building. It was a 33-story building that even to retrieve bodies is quite difficult because it has huge beams, it has huge floors that caved in, it's like a pancake as we've been reporting. So it's quite difficult to pull out even dead bodies. And people have been working in conjunction from across the world, from US to Israel. So yeah, so that is what the latest is, and we'll have some new updates in the next hour or so, when the official death count might be updated.
Vishal, you mentioned that they are speeding up the process. Are they bringing in any new equipment? We saw the green berets from the US. We saw an Israeli team. We also saw sniffer dogs. Are they bringing in any new equipment? What are they doing right now?
So that's exactly right. So what they've done is, you see these big, at least 10-story long cranes. I would request Rohit, my camera person, to point to the big cranes right there. They're brought in at least 3 to 4 of these huge cranes today. Before, about 24 hours ago, they had only about 1 of these cranes. Now they have at least 4 of these cranes. So have clearly speeded up the process, and the governor of Bangkok himself said that they are speeding up the process, hinting at the possibility that the likelihood of finding anyone alive is almost negligible now. And we had been reporting for the last 2 days because the Bangkok police had spoken to us exclusively and said that the possibility of finding anyone alive was almost just 1%, and that was 48 hours ago. So it's been like that ever since. No one pulled out alive, only bodies being extracted. And even that itself is a huge task right now.
Vishal, coming to the investigation front now, we know that 4 Chinese nationals were detained by Bangkok authorities on Sunday. What's the update on the investigation front?
Well, we've asked that question to the local authorities here in the last 3 to 4 hours. They have not given any clear answers on that, and the communication itself is quite difficult because of the language barrier, and also the fact that officials are not almost always available to speak. They emerge every now and then they give out the statements. So the next statement would be in the next half hour, and then we'll again field that question to them as to what's happening on the investigation front, because that is a crucial aspect of the whole story. Chinese nationals, 4 Chinese nationals were detained. Whether they have been arrested or not, that has not been announced. They were caught with 32 crucial documents that purportedly links a Chinese company to the construction of this site. So all of that will have to be seen. The official report is yet to be fielded, but the investigation is going on as we speak.